Anyhow, so now we're done with the pulse width modulator, and right now we can see 28.4, 29. It's running a little higher than what I really want it to. But to show you just how fine-tuned you can do this, just the slightest turn puts me down at 27.8. So these things are pretty accurate and pretty sensitive. You can set it pretty much exactly where you want it. Anyhow, now with the vehicle running, you see that that's on. Everything's running through here. Let's go over here. You can see that hydrogen coming through there, the bubbling. That's hydrogen. Now it's coming up into here, into this tank right here, coming through all the way over into the bubbler area. We'll go over at this angle here. You can see how it's bubbling in there. You can see the water sloshing around. And make sure you use distilled water on this, okay? That comes around into the engine, and everything's working beautifully. You can hear it. If I hit the gas on it, hear how nice and quiet that is? Normally it wouldn't be that quiet. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and shut the system down. Alright, so got a few things I wanted to say real quick. First of all, when you're using the water for this, don't use tap water, don't use water out of your sink. I get this from a local store. It doesn't matter what brand you get, but the fact of it being distilled water. That's what you have to use, is distilled water. Don't use the typical drinking water that you get from the store. Make sure it's distilled water, because everything else does contain various things in them that you don't want in them. Anyhow, that's what's running that beast. Full-size Suburban 2001. As I put on the blog for Crystal Rain, which if you're looking at this at YouTube, the blog address is oldnorthschool.com. oldnorthschool.com. And you'll find this stuff under the area of MacGyver over on the right-hand side. Anyhow, this is a 2001 Suburban that I am running the hydrogen on. It has increased the gas mileage from 10 miles, from between 10 and 12 miles to the gallon, to the fine tuning that I got done doing today on everything. It's now doing 26 miles per gallon as of today. Did 78 miles today. It took 3.1 gallons, roughly 26 miles to the gallon. There is one last thing I want to show you on here. And I would highly suggest this as well for anybody doing a hydrogen conversion. I'm hoping you can see this down here. This little unit down here. It's upside down. Okay, so let me flip the camera around. There we go. Volo. This is the high performance chip. See that blinking? That's in standby mode. When this thing is running, this thing actually modifies the engine's computer to run as good as it can. This is a high performance chip for the engine. Very easy to install. It's got 4 wire connectors that come with it. They tell you exactly which wires to connect to it, and that goes right off from your port here. So for 96, I believe it is, and newer vehicles, I would highly suggest a Volo. And when you order the Volo unit, you need to specify what make and model car you've got, because the Volo units are specific to your car to make the best possible performance for it. Anyhow, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know.